Alright, hello, welcome back again. If you guys notice I have the same hair and same makeup as one of my previous videos, it's because I filmed 2 videos in one day to get caught up, and I wasn't trying to wash all this off and do something different. So that's what we're going with. This is going to be my September TBR list. I am once again attempting to do the bingo challenge since I did not do so well last month. It's a TBR book spin bingo thing that I do on Litzy, if any of you have ever heard of it. And basically what I did was whatever I didn't read, I moved up in the list and I added new ones. I did remove King of Scars altogether because I found out I needed to read like 3 other books before I can read that one, or else spoilers. So I did remove that one. So it'll be a quick recap of what was left over and then what is being joined, and I am hoping that this video does not end up being 20 minutes like the last one. So let's just go ahead and jump into this. So to start out, what's left over: Black Feathers, the Black Dawn Volume 1, Talion Revenant, still left over. I really want to read that one. The Vagrant, Cold Iron, Solari, The Whispering Swarm, Daughters of the Storm, The Immortal Renshai, Master Assassins, Black Wing, and Mad Merlin. So that is everything that was left over from last month that I did not get to, that was on last month's list. So hopefully I can get to those. Now the next portion, the next like 8 books I think it is, are all the new things that I've added. So, oh wait, I missed one. The Blind Knight, that's carryover. That was in the wrong pile. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, it's 8 books that were added onto it. So let's go ahead. So we have, first up, we have Shadow Seduction by Kresley Cole. This I'm actually going to be doing as a buddy read with my best friend because she has wrangled me into reading the entire Immortals After Dark series. We have thoughts about that series, by the way. So I added this one on there because we have this and one other one to finish, so I figure I'm going to throw that on there because if we buddy read it, I can count it. Boom. One less book on my TBR. Up next we have 7 Forges by James A. Moore, and this was initially a very big cover buy. I really liked the way the dude on the front looked. So it's about a guy named Dulvar who, out on one of his expeditions, traveling the lands, doing all that kind of stuff, comes across a place known as the 7 Forges. It's considered a forgotten land, and apparently everybody's been expecting him, and they all worship these gods, and these gods all worship gods of war, and they haven't left that mindset. So that's the basis of this. Sounds pretty interesting, so we'll see how that goes. Next we have Gork the Teenage Dragon by Gabe Hudson. Clearly, as we can tell from the title, it's going to be about a dragon who is a teenager. And he goes to school and he's not like the other dragons. He's got a good heart and he's got small horns, and you know, he's not dragon enough for everybody, and he has to navigate school life as a dragon and being a kind-hearted one from the way it sounds. So see how this goes. It sounds fun and entertaining. Hopefully it will be. It's got a pretty gradient on the cover. Next we have Reaping the Aurora by Joshua Palmater. Palmater? I'm sorry if I said that wrong. And this is, the world used to run off of the ley lines and the magic in the land, and it's now being distorted, or it has been distorted, something along those lines, and now our main character is trying to, I believe, either solve it or at least stabilize what's going on. I don't know, there was a lot of different things going on in the synopsis, so I'm slightly kind of confused what this is about. but I'll still give it a shot, hopefully this month. After that, we have The Master Harper of Pern by Anne McCaffrey. I've actually read quite a few of her books from her entire world of Pern. I love it very much, but I have not actually read this particular one. This is actually the story of Robbington, you read about him in other books in her series because he's like top of the line Harpers. So this is like his origin story, I guess. The story focuses mainly, I believe so, mainly on Robbington and him coming up and everything. So that should be fun, I hope. Birds, we have Hook's Tale. It's a Peter Pan retelling, but about Captain Hook instead. So I'm not really gonna go much more into that because we all know who Hook is from Peter Pan. Next we have Sword Point, and it's in the description, it's described as having Regency London, 18th century Paris, and modern New York all wrapped up into it. There's street fights and gangs and people be fighting each other, and from what I read online, there is LGBT rep inside of it, so we're gonna see, because the synopsis doesn't say anything about that. It doesn't really say anything about any kind of like love story thing going on. So it sounds interesting. A bunch of guys fighting with swords, like that just sounds interesting to me. So it seems like a pretty quick read. So we'll see about when we get to that. After that, we have The Armored Saint, and this is about a world where any act of magic could open up the portal to evil, and there's an order running around killing anybody and everybody, including innocent people, to prevent this from happening. And Helios is a girl who steps up to stop this, and this is the start of her journey. It is a trilogy. This is book 1, so it's pretty short. Hopefully I get to it and hopefully I enjoy it. So those are all the books that are picked out for this month. Hopefully I do better this month with getting to them. I did put a couple smaller ones on the list to help mix it up a little bit. If you guys enjoyed this, leave a comment. If you've read any of them, leave a comment, let me know. And I hope to see you guys next time. Bye!